Welcome to C&T Collectibles. I am C.
I am T.
And this is your weekly sports card chart blast where we take a look at the price action of our favorite collectibles. Price is truth. If you like this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. If you don't like this video, please just leave a subscription. Take a subscription. Just do that. So, all right.
If you don't want to do either of those...
We got a lot of charts to go through.
Yeah.
Let's do this. All right, so take a top-down look at the indices, and then we'll get into some individual widely held players. And overall, over the past month or so, the Card Ladder 50 index is down about 8%, and the quarterly change is down about a quarter. So quick word about indices is they are put together by people. So who says that they're better than you or I? And you need to be wary, especially about ones that are very, very limited. So you look at the Dow Jones or something like that. You know, that people do them and they get emotional about them as well. They take cards or companies in and out at the wrong times and all that kind of stuff. So you want to look for something that's a lot more broad. And so when we look at the categories, this encompasses, I believe, Dakota, I talked about this for a minute. And we think it's every card that they have in the category. So I would look at this a little bit more, take it with a little bit more grain of salt. I don't know if that's the right term or anything like that. So take it more seriously. Anyways, you can see soccer, wrestling, baseball, golf without the L. High end and hockey are doing pretty well. Pokemon is
is high end and mid end and low end, are those sports?
Yeah, well, they're taking the like the expensive cards from all different sports. You'll see, and those are the expensive cards. And you have the cheap cards, and then you have the cards we get. So, but you can see basketball is getting hammered on the mid end and the low end, getting tanked, and those are going to move around a little bit more here. So,
absolutely,
yeah, getting spanked a little bit here, but you know, we're just gonna see what we see here. We're gonna keep an open mind here. So, we will start it off with, I think this is this is baseball, and unfortunately we're right in the way here, but you can see that these volume price spikes do lead to kind of, you know, when you're looking at charts. Okay, you want to look at volume. That is your kind of your confirmation of a trend. So if you see something breaking out or breaking down, look at the volume. If you have a lot of volume on that, then it's a believable move here. So you can see these price spikes over time are leading to slight upticks in the different indices here. So again, I think that's the baseball one, and we'll have them for the rest. And so we'll see some people that are moving in baseball. Derek Jeter, this is the Jeter number 2, 1998 Metal Universe base PSA 8, putting in some new highs here. It's only $54 card, so it doesn't take much to put some new highs. But hey, if you're not if you're interested in not getting your butt kicked and losing money, then this is a
when did he get inducted? Like 20,
yeah, last year.
Okay,
yeah.
so he probably got that uphill when he got
there's a little bump. You know, cards are all about relevance, and so you know, if you're getting to the Hall of Fame, more people are going to be interested, and then things tend to level off just a little bit. But some of those lower dollar cards, I mean, it's about risk reward basically. So if you're buying cards and you're buying multi-$1,000 cards, your risk is a lot higher. You could lose a lot, you know, thousands of dollars. But if you're buying a $50 card and you lose it, then you lost $50. So,
and this guy is also a Hall of Famer, and he also hit a bird.
He did hit a bird. Our ad partially obscured PSA 9 breaking out of the downtrend here. So it's again largely just a consolidation, high price of about $100, and you're sitting right now at $40, $45 or whatever. So a little more volume in this one. You don't see these wide moves or like that. You know, you have more people coming in to buy that card. So again, people are seem like they're trading down just a bit here. Mike Trout. This is the Prospect Base 2011 Bowman drafted into PSA 9. And that's putting in new highs as well. So maybe people are looking for lesser priced Mike Trout cards.
He is very un-meme.
What's that?
He is very un-meme.
Probably has lots of memes here. So you had your consolidation breakout back into the range here, then ripping off the bottom up and out of the range. So with this low volume, I don't think this is a card worth chasing. But if you did pull back to that $300 area, $200 area, whatever that number that is, then that may be more of a better spot to buy that. Again, when you see these low volume moves, it's like you just kind of step back and watch. But that is a mover here. Cody Bellinger, Chrome PSA 9, you can get it for $10. So how the mighty have fallen here. That was a lot more than $10 at one point here. The PSA 10 was up around $300, and here you are. So this is your kind of your last chance. I don't know how much cheaper it honestly gets from here, but perhaps this is a card that is worth considering. I mean, if you go from $10 to $20, you doubled your money. So just buy a lot of them. But
you know what I like about Card Ladder?
What do you like about Card Ladder?
When the sales, there's like a ton of them, like the Jerry Rice, that it kind of looks like paint.
Yeah, it does kind of look like paint. It's
then
a mess.
It kind of looks like paint.
PSA 5. So a lot of activity. This goes back quite a ways here. This goes back to 2004. So some of these things have such little volume that you have to go back farther to get enough data points. And so you had your long time consolidation and then your breakout, and now we're consolidating again. So this is one. This is a card that's actually gotten hit quite a bit in the recent past, but it's bringing down to a level where buyers have stepped in the past year. So currently sitting at $100 seems 62 tops. So yeah, whatever it is, it's not the rookie or anything like that. So cheapest card, but that is a card that's gotten rocked recently and may present a decent buying opportunity if you are looking for it. So all right, I think we're at football now. We're covering up something here, and I don't think there's anything behind it. So, again, you can see the change in the prices overall.
Just a straight line.
It mostly is, but you see these little bumps, which is actually kind of a big deal because that's all the football cards. And so to get them all kind of going up, it takes a lot of volume. So these volume spikes do kind of confirm the breakouts, and then right here, little volume spike, really no change. And so we'll see if we can get another heartbeat here and in spike football.
Sale was like.
Yeah.
Almost $4 million.
But when no, this is the number of, so that's the value of all the cards sold. So when you see these high volumes, it's kind of a signal of a change in the overall trend. And so when volume is nice and low like this, well, not nice and low, when the volume is low like this, then don't expect much out of it. And so if you're looking for volatility, you want to make cards, this isn't where you are going to look. So a couple of the risers in there, Randy Moss, Topps Finest,
you
PSA.
got Moss,
PSA 9, with the coating right around his highs as well. So long-term uptrend is good here. You had a consolidation within that uptrend, and now it's breaking out again. So I don't know if it makes its way to the top of the range. It's, again, lower price card here, so it doesn't take much to shoot it up to $80-$90 or something like that. But this is a card that's held in really, really well.
Very good.
Another one that's ripping is Travis Kelsey.
He's playing right now on a nice Thursday night against the Chargers.
Yeah, we better get down and watch that thing. So this is a card we actually looked at a couple weeks ago and said this is a harder card to find, and that seems like a pretty good price is without knowing anything. But, it's just the risk reward. It's like, okay, perhaps, bottom of the range-ish or whatever, and now you're getting a rip. It's coming up to the top of the range where selling has taken place in the past year, so I don't know if you do anything with it now. But again, not the most expensive card, but that's a nice pop off of that one, at least in the recent time. So yeah, watch it for now here, but there's a lot of buying in this area here, so this seems like not an unreasonable price.
If he has a good game tonight.
Well, that's kind of what it comes down to. It's all about relevance.
Yeah, if you play a game, it depends on how good.
And if you're injured and out for the season, you're not very relevant. So he's getting beat down here. This is the BGS 9.5 with a pretty decent loss here. And it just really brings you back to where you were the previous couple of sales. And it's a weak level of support here, but if you're looking for this card and believe in him long term, then you're probably getting close to at least an interesting spot overall. Mac Jones getting rocked.
Nice rookie.
Yeah, nice rookie, but his card got up to $3,000 or something like that for a base, which is ridiculous. And everybody knew that, so except for the people buying, they didn't know that. But it is getting sold, and I mean, if there's a sell, there's a purchase here, and so you're sitting at and so what you're looking for is to break down trends, you need someone to come in to buy at a little higher price, and so you're seeing a higher low. However, if it goes below that 430 area, which it probably should, then you're in for some more pain here. So if you are looking at this card and at this price, just use that as your line in the sand.
Okay, so at the bottom, where they say the buy dates, it was on my birthday. That was on my birthday.
Happy birthday again.
Happy birthday about a
Maddie
month
Staffy
ago.
Raw getting hammered here. This is in the blue, and it's a nice color match. $168.
He's doing pretty good.
He's doing terrific. He's doing terrific.
Packers.
Yes, absolutely. We're fans of that one here. So your compression, your breakout, and then your line in the sand, and a big pop here, and never really retested. So that may be the ultimate target here. But it's traveling and it's at the bottom of the range. Risk reward sets up. Interestingly, it sets up pretty well here. You had a few buys in here. Now you're matching that, and it's in an uptrend. But if it cannot hang on to this, which again as thinly as it's getting traded right now, it's not anything I think I would do. There's a big gap here. There's no buying in this one. There's no market memory, and you could see something closer to $50 or something like that. So I don't know, but this is this is kind of your line in the sand. If you are buying it, then again, you're not risking the end of the world or anything like that on that one here. But nice looking card here. So basketball next. I thought they had labels on here. So the basketball index is getting rocked just a little bit here, down a couple % for the month.
And if we find LeBron James, that's the other half of the LeBron Juan LeBron.
Yeah, we'll find him.
We had Juan LeBron, and then we have we had Juan Soto.
Yep. Absolutely. So we've got these.
And today we might have LeBron to complete. We will have.
We are going to put it together here, but we do have 56 of these things to go through, so let's rapid fire here.
56?
I know, right? So these price spikes, we go fast enough here. You can't see behind our heads here. And why would you want to see behind them? We're pretty. So, but you can see that there's pretty decent bumps in the overall index, but then with these lower price spikes, it's kind of a change in trend here, and it's been grinding a little bit lower since then. It's hard to see in the near term. I get it here. So a couple of risers here. Allen Iverson in the BGS9.
I like how he looks like he's crying in the card.
Nah, he's yelling. He's excited, man.
It looks like he's
all excited because of practice, man. It's just practice. But so bottom of the range and getting a rip here. So again, you don't chase these things, and coming back a little bit here would make a little bit of sense as you get a little bit closer to the top of the range. One sale here where more people believe this is the price, but it's not in a bad area at least here. Shaquille O'Neal, the gold raw, a lot of consolidation here. We saw the pop out. It's like, all right, just wait for it to come back to an area of a lot of buying, and he is very tall. Not too tall, but very tall. So here's a lot of consolidation.
Shaquille, too tall.
Too tall was already taken. So you have a lot of consolidation here. Big rip as of late, but it does bring you to the top of the range. Zion Williamson, just an absolute puke because he's
puke.
Yeah, so he's just like, okay, nom
Has
nom
he
nom.
Puked on the court before?
No, this. Just look at the chart. Nom 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 nom. So there it is. There's a puke. So where she stops, nobody knows.
Eats a lot of cakes and then bleh.
De'Aaron Fox, you had your kind of your compression and then a breakdown, and he's getting there it is, another puke, and he's coming up into an area of potential support, so maybe there's a little bit of downside or something like that. Kind of depends on how you want to play, but the consolidation resolved itself to the downside overall. All right, we're looking at
LeBron James.
Just wait. Hockey. Okay. So here's a value, and you can't see here, but you can see that the index did have a pretty decent drop off of this big volume move, and so that's a confirmation that things are going to get hammered. Oh yeah, exactly. But here's a bigger volume on the index rising, so it's like, okay, that's when you really want to get involved there. So that's pretty exciting here, and it's so nice that we did it twice here. So all right, Connor Brown with a big rip as of late here. So thin volume, I don't know what to do with it or anything like that, but it is a big mover as of late.
He went up another hill and then
he went sledding.
And then he did a wee.
Yeah. Wayne Gretzky in the PSA 6 with a big rip here. So he had his consolidation, a little bit of fake break. So if you break up or down, it's going to bring you to the...
That's a lot of mountains.
It's going to bring you to the bottom or to the top of the range. And then so the fake break below brings you to the top of the range. So this is a confluence of your downtrend resistance and also this area here where a lot of selling is taking place. So I'm not sure you do anything with that. At the time, Alexander Ovechkin new highs here. So the trend remains up, but he's putting in new highs. So people are liking themselves some Ovechkin, and Jaromir Jagr with a big dump. Again, the trend was kind of down, breaking this area of support.
He also has a lot of mountains.
He's got a lot of hair, and so I think for the price here, $45 is worth it just to get that beautiful mullet. And so yeah, he's at an area where there's probably some pretty decent support here. So again, we like the cards that get hammered. We like those a little bit more, present a little bit better of a buying opportunity. Mario Lemieux PSA, this is the top PSA was at the 8, at potential support here. So we'll see how that goes. Paint. Right. I don't even know what index this is.
This one is very close to a straight line.
Yeah,
I'm gonna guess.
For the month, it's up a little bit. The quarterly, it's up like 6% or whatever. So
I'm guessing golf.
I think it's wrestling actually. So big volume on the move up, and then you haven't really seen those big volume. So it's probably mostly a stable market here. So
it's baseball again.
Oh, this is the high end. That's the high end index. That was the high end index. So Ken Griffey BGS 10. Uptrend and breaking out, and the volume's getting thin here, so you have very few transactions, and so sitting out the top of its range. I think if you're patient, this is where a lot of people believe the price are, and you just have a handful here. So I don't know if I would chase it up here, but it's holding up pretty darn well. Stevie Y in the PS 10. So you had your kind of your compression, your breakout from the downtrend, and now you're sitting at the top of the range on very low volume. So not sure I'd do much with that one. Mickey Mantle.
I have him. In my game.
In your game, yeah. I was going to say, you have this card in the PSA 9? It's a beautiful card here.
If I did, I'd be lucky.
Again, a lot of people think this is the price. Very few people think this is the price, and it's coming back into that range here. So, maybe the high end gets
He
hit.
has the first same name as me.
Yeah, right. He's
one of my favorite quarterbacks.
Absolutely. Now, last week when we did this, we pointed out in the chart show, then Dakota had his live stream. It's like, there's a little bit of a problem here. This is breaking pretty substantial support, and the next sale really just puked into this area here. Yeah, exactly. So I didn't think that with all this buying, I'm like, you should grind lower. So we'll have to see what the heck's going on with that one here.
But it's still like $4,000.
It seems like
$7,000.
$10,000. So if
$10,000.
if you can get this price, as a purchase, it's like I wouldn't sell here. I think if you're able to purchase here, and you're looking for this card, that may be a good number here. And I think the next couple of sales probably bring you back up. But that's a big move. So yeah, so broke. That's a problem. You shoot first, ask questions later. But I'm not going to pretend that I thought this was the very next stop or anything like that. But this is you're getting close to a pretty decent spot to buy here. All right, let's get into some individual sports here. Mike Trout continues to consolidate. Exactly.
It is paint.
Not much going on here. Mookie Betts continues to grind lower. Momentum is also lower as well. We haven't got really a solid buy signal since about $800 after this broke down. It's like, all right, get ready for lower prices. $300-400 looked at least interesting enough, but you continue to travel lower. So coming into an area where, we got to be getting close to a bottom on Mookie, right? Unless the whole card market is going to reprice itself. Vlad Guerrero Jr. Yeah, momentum is up, and we bounced off of the support line a few times here. So let's see if we can clear this bounce time. But this is holding in just fine. The high price was at $350 or something like that, and it's sitting at $223. So these pops weren't very good. So we did have a kind of a sell in this area, but right now it's like, all right, now it doesn't look too bad here. Shohei Ohtani continues to grind lower. We're looking for the support area zone here, and there you are. So we're kind of sitting at an interesting level here, but the trend on that one does remain down. Bryce Harper PSA 10 in the tops update, top of the range, bottom of the range. A lot of consolidation at a probably a fair price, and as we covered in our right field is what you do with Bryce Harper. Buy him. But like Bryce Harper. All right, Juan Soto, PSA 10.
We have Juan Soto in here.
We do have Juan Soto in here.
We need LeBron James.
Just wait.
Okay.
So we have a lot of consolidation here. The trend does remain down, but there's a lot of buying interest in that 220, 250 area. I do like it at 200 a lot here. As long as you're in this consolidation, it's a wide range, and that's kind of your price here. It's just $20 or $30 being the end of the world. I don't know. So here the pink refractor exactly continues to keep grinding higher here. So the high price was around 2,500. The current price, so it's been cut in half like everything else, but it's at least stabilizing and moving up, where a lot of other things are kind of consolidating here. So this is kind of your buy area around that $900 area, but the trend is up and maybe it doesn't get back there again in the near future.
I like this guy.
Yes, you do.
I like how in the 2018 version they cover the whole thing in pink.
I do too. Yeah,
he has paint.
We talked about that.
My favorite player has paint.
Real quick, Dakota, thank you for having us on your show. That was a ton of fun, and we certainly appreciate it. And now Tommy wants to do live streams all the time. So PSA 10 Topps Chrome. This is your area of support, and here we are again. So we'll see what happens. The trend remains down until it doesn't. Ronald Acuna, Topps Chrome Refractor. PSA 10.
We're gonna have Ronald Acuna the third come up soon.
Well, his brother, yeah. It's not Ronald, I don't think. So, anyways, trend is down, but we're seeing a lot of consolidation. We'll see if we can bust out of that range. Rafi Devers with
also has his brother coming up.
Yes, he does. Or I think it's his cousin.
Cousin coming up.
All right, a lot of consolidation, $60 to $80, but we are breaking this area here. So the measured move would suggest like $20.
His starting was probably the highest go up ever. The highest mountain ever.
No, not at all.
Start.
No, it's not the highest or anything like that.
No.
You did have a consolidation here for $60 to $100. That's a $40 range, and so from 60 to minus 40. What's 60 minus 40?
20.
20. There you go. So $20 is your target. I don't know that it gets down there. That seems kind of crazy, but your next sales should be up. This is too fast here, but that's not a pretty sign. But again, we're talking about a low dollar card for the most part. So end of the world. It isn't Aaron Judge. All rise. Momentum looks good, tagging the support area and starting to move up just a little bit. So I think Judgy he's on an interesting track. And, the momentum looks good on that at least. And so it's like, well, what the heck? You got to buy something at some point.
What do you mean by move up? Do you mean he's getting taller or he's
the price is going up?
Oh, I thought you meant he's going to get
Patty Mahomes, PSA 10, this is the Donruss base, not the hollow or anything like that. So you've got your important support zone here. And so what did we say last week? Sell Brady, buy Mahomes. So what the heck?
He's playing today.
Yeah, absolutely. He's playing pretty well. The Chiefs look, Chiefs offense. So the expectations for him were much higher than what he's doing, but it's not the end of the world. But perhaps handing off isn't as impressive as throwing the touchdown for a quarter, right? Oh, okay. Well, high price, $2,200 currently, so it's been cut in half, and maybe that's enough here. And this is your support area, so if you're looking for a Patty Mahomes, look harder. Aaron Rodgers, the PSA 10 is actually making...
Patrick Mahomes pitched the touchdown.
Right? Aaron Rodgers' PSA 10 is actually at all-time highs. PSA 9 not following suit, so it's at the bottom of the range where your risk-reward sets up pretty nicely. You can see all these purchases here, so if it goes below that, then out. But for now, this is where buying has taken place. And so if you're looking for an Aaron, maybe that's what you look for. Justin Herbert and the PSA 10 compressing. So kind of close to the support area here. This is the optic hollow in the PSA 10. So yeah, it looks all right on this one here. So it kind of depends on how he's going to play it going forward. Cooper Kupp, this one's a mess. I'm sorry. I'm running a few different ways here. So again, we had our compression. The uptrend is broken. Good. Absolutely. So this was your resistance where selling took place, and then you broke out. Now it kind of becomes support. And so you're at the support area, and you're seeing some buying pick up again.
Look at how high that got. I like the start.
Absolutely. All right, basketball people, you've taken it on the chin. You've gotten crushed. And so here's your glimmer of hope here. All right, Michael Jordan.
So you don't do LeBron James, but you do Michael Jordan.
Or I just put Jordan first because he's better.
Oh.
All right, I can mold young minds. Michael Jordan is the best, and so he starts. All right, True. So downtrend. We're starting to see a leak out of this now. Now this sale's like $8,000 to like $10,000, which is kind of crazy. That's a little too much. But if we start to see more sales in this one, then the downtrend is broken, and the market should start to stabilize just a bit here.
Oh hey. One LeBron.
Yeah, exactly. Second to Michael Jordan. Always. Don't forget that. Topps Chrome PSA 10. The trend remains down, but he's in an important support zone. Like everything else here. Again, all these things trade kind of the same.
Houston Rockets?
Clyde Drexler.
No.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
No, like the guy with the beard.
James Harden?
Yes.
Not on there anymore. He's not with them anymore.
Is he good still?
Yeah, he's all right. He's fine. He was dominant for a while. That's what happens. You're really good for a period of time. Unless you're Michael Jordan, then you're awesome throughout the entire career. We don't count Washington Wizards. Whatever. He's kind of we're not going to get into that one right here. Terrific. Best player in the NBA.
I thought you said Michael Jordan was.
Michael Jordan is, yeah.
Yeah, but you said Steph Curry was the best player in the
Michael Jordan's not in the NBA right now. So, all right. So your this is kind of your last chance for a lot of these guys here. Here's your support zone, and they're kind of hanging on. So the compressing lower, trend is down, but this is again, if you're looking for these cards, this is your last chance, and risk is able to be managed at that point here. Kobe. Trend remains down, momentum also down here, starting to tick up just a little bit. And again, this is your kind of your last chance before everything just falls apart. So buyers are stepping in the near term. If we can get some more buyers to step in and clear this downtrend, then we're in a better spot here. Chris Bryant? Yeah. Baseball, wrong sport. Giannis, PSA 10, same thing here. Here's your pop as an MVP. Yep, MVP for the finals, and everybody said sell, and they were correct. The downtrend is persisting here, but you can see back in 2020, and then recently, and then now, this is where buying is stepped in. So hopefully it happens again. If it does not happen again, sub $1,000 card, unfortunately, KD. This is your Topps Chrome PSA 10 again, also at support. So a lot of similarity in these cards. Again, cards kind of their own asset class here.
Is he the third player in the NBA?
He's terrific. He's amazing. Right now, currently he's top 4 right now, I think. So,
wow.
Been around for a long time, doing a long time, Hall of Famer. So, but again, this is your support zone where things have. Buying has picked up in the past here, but again, the trend is down until it isn't. And Trae Young also at critical support, trend down until it isn't. But if we can get some buying to step in here, he's playing well, then that's all right. But again, this area below this, you can see a swift drop down to sub 100. Connor McDavid, PSA 10. Jesus is what they call him.
Jesus.
Uptrend broken. ideally, you just want to consolidate for a while. It doesn't have to be end of the world. Coming off the top of the range a bit here, so your risk reward is not terribly favorable. But if you look at the 9.5, it's like half the price, and the trend is up. And top of the range is close by, but I mean, at least you're risking less money, I suppose. So, Leon Drossault, PSA 10, $1,500. Your consolidation breakout, and now it's testing that support area there. So, if it does come back into the range, hopefully this line holds. Otherwise, you do move down to kind of that $800 area, which is not insignificant for a $1,500 card. Getting cut in half or whatever. So use that as your really where we're at right now is kind of your line in the sand. And Austin Matthews in the PSA 10. Sitting around $1,200, uptrend broken, and now it's just consolidating again, breaking that uptrend, this uptrend, and then this uptrend, and now it's going sideways, and it's getting closer to the bottom of the range here. So if it can, maybe if it goes down a little bit more and hangs on, that would be ideal. But for right now, it's a lot of sideways action. And I thought I would follow up with Jack Hughes. This is a card we looked at back in here and said, oh, hey, it looks like a pretty interesting buy. Got a nice run out of it here, but with this compression here, as soon as it broke down, it's like, all right, that's kind of enough. And now you're back to the support area. You can draw the line a couple different ways here, and here you are. So it's like, all right, your risk reward sets up favorably at least. And this was on pretty low volume, so those tend to reverse themselves violently to the other direction. So if the next sale comes in and it goes up a bit, then good for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Lewis Hamilton. He was one of the Cars and Cars. Did the voice for it, I believe.
For who?
For one of the cars. I don't remember which one. I think Hamilton. So, downtrend broken. This is the raw refractor.
Wait, so he was like the actor in the movie Hamilton?
No, not at all. In the movie Cars.
He's Billy Hamilton's brother?
I don't think so.
He's probably the second worst baseball player ever?
Ooh, settle down. I mean, Billy Hamilton's in the Hall of Fame.
No, I mean like
the other Billy Hamilton. Listen. You know what you call the worst baseball player ever?
Who?
Major League Baseball player. All right, downtrend broken. Now you're in an uptrend. It's compressing, coming off the top of the range. So we'll see if we can get a move down here and hold. Otherwise, there's enough buying here, but then we'll just have to change it to a downtrend, I guess. Overall,
but he used to be a minor leaguer.
Everybody did. PSA 10 refractor, a little bit more stable, but coming up to the top of the range. So that both those are hitting top of the range is like, okay, maybe these things start to roll over a little bit.
Not Dave Winfield, though.
All right, I want you to take me through the Pokemon chart. What do you see? This is Blastus, PSA 9. What do you see? What do we do with it?
I don't know.
What are you doing with it? Are we buying it?
I guess we buy it.
Okay, but where do we sell it?
We sell it at $400.
There we go. There it is. So currently it's sitting at $500. A lot of sideways action here. Trend remains down. So if we can get momentum to start to pick up and break out, that is a good thing. Otherwise, your line in the sand is
done.
$400.
Done. $400.
There it is. That's what it is. Appreciate your time. Have a great weekend, all that good stuff, and we'll talk to you
later.
Bye.
Bye.